Hey everyone, D-Dub Squizzy here, and welcome back to Swordflight. Okay, yeah, I think we're just heading straight for the slums. Naturally, we get ambushed. Might as well get this set up now. I get the feeling it's not going to matter much. By that I mean, they're gonna kill my familiar, and I don't think there's a thing I can do to stop it. There's like, probably 3 guys invisible up here. 1 or 2 of them are probably footpads, and I think some are regular thugs. A ruffian or 2, and then 1 brutal thug. I think that's what we're looking at. Or tough thug. Yeah, that guy's stealthed. There's another one. Ah, there he is. Not that. No, I'm not good at any of this stuff. Ow. Okay, well I gotta get them all hostile first. All of them hostile. There we go. Okay, let's do this. Holy cow. Okay, that went really well. I was not prepared for Firebrand to do that much damage. Okay, well that was probably the easiest encounter we'll have with the criminals, because I think that one, I wasn't sure, but now I am. That one is scripted. Not as in it's supposed to happen here, but as in the very specific enemies that you fight are all predetermined. The rest of the groups are going to be made up of deadly footpads and savage ruffians. The savage ruffians are higher level fighters or barbarians, whatever they are, and the deadly footpads have assassin levels, which means they hit way harder, and they're just higher level. We've encountered various amounts of both of them at other locations before, so yeah. It's going to be rough. Okay, I know there's a guy who has oak planks that he wants me to give him, somewhere in the slums. And there's a criminal in one of the side buildings. I don't even think any of these people have garbage. Alright. This game, well, this module definitely does set apart the slums from the rest of Kalimport. This area does feel like garbage in comparison to the others. Not as in the people here. People here are just the same, they're just poor. And they make that clear. But like, when I came through here with an evil guy, and I looted everyone's houses as an evil guy, you learn very quickly that that's not gonna fly around here. There's just nothing to loot. You'll find like one object every here and there. It's weird that none of these people say anything about the guy upstairs. Also, I want to see something here. What is that? And I want to identify it. I was hoping I could. Do I have a potion of lore? Okay. I'm gonna reload. But I'm dying to know, because I've seen it in every game. The Angry Soul. +3, 1d6 electric, Fear Club. But I can't have it. Because it's off in the middle of nowhere. But it's an actual weapon. I don't know why it's there. In one of these maps, I don't remember where exactly with my paladin though, I managed to spot the loot chests that hold all of the loot that are everywhere in them. Whoop. Right. Let's go ahead and do that. Cool. I saw someone leave a comment on one of my videos that said, first, said I could possess my familiar. and then told me that flame weapon would make it way more dangerous in combat. And I have to wonder, do people just kind of show up? Like, that was on my latest video, right? And I'm not here saying no one's allowed to comment. I'm not even saying you're not allowed to comment that or anything like that. But it seems weird to me, because if anyone has watched this series at all, then they would know I've had a decent bit of experience practicing and trying different things out with the weapon enhancement spells for both me and my familiar. And the ones for my familiar didn't work so well because of how funky the attack setup of a panther is. So, I don't know. Do people just show up at episode, what was it, 14 of a series and comment some random piece of advice without even watching any of the rest of the thing? Like, I guess if you didn't watch, you would assume, like I did at the start, right, that flame weapon would in fact just buff every attack from the animal. But I don't know, it just seems weird to me that someone would show up and just sort of say that out of the blue, as though everyone else is oblivious, and we wouldn't have already done that. If there's one thing I can say about Swordflight, it's that it's very heavy-handed with what it thinks you should do. At least when it comes to the finer strategies of life. And so, very early on, they gave me multiple flame weapon and enchanted weapon scrolls, and were like, hey, use these. So it's not like I would have just missed them. Here you go, what do you want? Okay. Yeah, I'll take some holy water, but I don't really have anything else to say to these guys. And I'm probably going to be making multiple trips in and out of this district because the places around here, there's no shops. Because it's the slums. Another accuracy. You know, the slums in Baldur's Gate 2, as technically they're slums, but they, in many ways, they don't feel like it. I guess, well, no, you don't even see more beggars or poor people there than you do anywhere else. Every district but the government and the temple, I think, are just flooded with beggars and commoners. The difference is the small town-sized inn of the Copper Coronet is in the slums, possibly the biggest business in the entirety of Baldur's Gate 2. Where did it go? That's weird. The rope coil vanished. I accidentally clicked it and sent myself back up. I think if you talk to some of the people that are around the slums, it does kind of set them apart. I'm not confident on that, but I think so. Here, I'm going to go ahead and possess you, wail on that. I'm going to loot the rest of this. Still hasn't destroyed it. There it goes. Okay, fairly certain this is a waste of my time to even attempt, but I'll give it a shot. That one works. Curious what that was doing in the slums, though. Okay, so I think I'll give the whole district a once-over, and we'll try to clear the haunted house before I fall back and sell stuff. There's a lot of loot throughout this area. You know, I might go through the slums before leaving, but I'm definitely not doing all of it at once. In a normal game, encumbrance and just, like, space, I always hit the limits of by the time I'm done at the slums. Because I like to get it all done at once and not have to leave and come back and leave and come back. But there's a ton of loot. Much of it heavy and not worth a lot. There's a lot of tower shields and breastplates and scale mail lying around, especially in the Titan lair. Okay, so we definitely have the sewers. They're a handful all their own. Depending on how long the haunted house takes us, we might get through the were-rats. Which would be nice, then I don't have to deal with them in the future. My voice has been cracking a lot. I don't know if that really comes through on the mic, but I've felt it like 3 times now. Okay. My familiar is going to be relatively helpless in here. Without a magic weapon, all the things that live here are spectral undead. Which means all of them are going to be resistant to everything we throw at them. Well, everything the familiar throws at them. I'm at least capable of hurting the suckers, but I'm pretty sure they're all very good at reflex saves. Which does limit me a bit. Fortunately, they're not immune to acid damage from Cloud Kill. Although, I don't know if it actually does damage to them. Because if they fail a Fortitude save, it would just kill them outright, but they're immune to that. So it might be like a Finger of Death situation, where they avoid taking any damage from it by just failing their save and being immune to the outcome. I don't know. Let's take a look around. Oh, why? There's an army of these things. They're all so tough. What is this? Okay, I'm just gonna have to spray the whole zone. Holy cow. Come on, that didn't kill. You have a bunch of temporary hit points, don't you? Yes, you do. I didn't even bypass him. Oh boy, this is bad. Okay. This is really bad. Why are there so many? I might just have to protect my familiar from their negative effects. As well as draw them out one at a time. Okay, we got a bunch of these, so let's go ahead and use one. Do you guys attack, or just stand there and put up weird auras of fear? I guess they just sit there. One of them attacks. Right. You're not immune to anything. Okay, but that does prevent him from regaining any health on that. Good for you. Let's just nuke this one. Did not do the job. Oh, come on. I'm really hoping all the rooms aren't this full of these things, because if I can't rest in here, and I can't get out without finishing the quest, so... Worst case scenario, we just employ the most egregious amounts of cheese that you've ever seen. But that doesn't sound like a very fun experience either. I expected to be dealing with the highest level groups possible, but I was woefully unprepared for 6 specters right off the bat. Yeah, you know, even if Thurthra did have a magical claw, there's no guarantee it can hit these things anyway, because of their stupid 50% concealment bonus, which is still just the most annoying trait that exists in this game. Okay, this level should be relatively safe. If you have overestimated your abilities, yeah, it says if you have magical true seeing, you can use that, but I don't have true seeing, do I? I do. I might do that, honestly, because that'd be cool. I'll see. I'll try casting it without the use of the artifact and see if there's any difference, but I don't know. You get more XP for just going through the place, too. Okay, that's a juiced version of a Spectral Sorcerer. It's not. Okay, that's a regular version of a Spectral Sorcerer. Good. Yeah, no. I can't shoot the things. I don't shoot enough, and when half of my attacks are guaranteed to miss, there's no point. I guess really worst case scenario, I just have Runes of Reinvigoration, right? Do I not? I thought I had one somewhere. I guess I don't. I have plenty of wands. I should be able to make it through this thing. No, do not you dare waste a charge and a round. Yeah, so the Aleph are not that bad. Those and the Spectral Sorcerers... I think Alephs are even weaker than the Spectral Guardians that we fought at the ruins in the very start of the game. Okay, so this is where we can leave. I'm going through the place anyway. Okay, no, this is a... Ooh, this is bad. Oh, boy. Okay, I might have to Rod of Thunder and Lightning these things. Of course. Have I saved since we got in here? Yeah. Attack. Oh, right. Ah, really? Okay, oh, I didn't save before fighting him in that room. I just saved before leaving. I think that's the last big group, but I could be wrong about that. Okay, I only see one in here, which means there's probably 8 more of them in hiding. Yep, yeah, of course there is. Sneaky little jerks. Who? Why now? Oh, yeah, that was helpful. Thank you, Wand. Very cool. Not this again. I have no means of counterattacking. Okay. I have to just... I have a protection from alignment scroll lying around, right? I gotta use one. Here, come here. Yeah. Take this. Because you 100% need it to avoid that happening. You have to be able to hold these enemies in place at least. How many are here? Is it another 6? I think it's another 6-pack. Oh yeah, it is. Okay, well, what do you guys do? Do you even attack? Or do you just stand there until someone attacks you? There's 7 of them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are. There's 7 of these nightmares. They're being real weird. I don't even know what's happening. Okay, here we go. Now they're attacking. It's not much, but it's something. Come on, get away from me. Back off, man! Oh, what now? Oh, that one is still alive. I still have invisibility, right? Let's use that. Good. Are you kidding me? Now we gotta reload again. Okay, I don't even know. How do you possibly output enough damage to overcome these things? Leave. I'm leaving. No, I'm not. I'm not. There's a decent bit of XP here, but there's no extra loot or anything. It's just the artifact pieces, and then I'm gone. Get him. Is he invisible? Oh yeah, I have this. Get him, Athurthra. I do have Cone of Cold. I have Stone Skin. How did I forget about that, too? Probably would have been super helpful up to this point. That one won't do anything. Yeah, none of the rest of that will. Thurthra's gonna die here. Give you another round. Stay alive, please. That works. Stupid ghost. Oh, I didn't use the last one, right. Oh, that was awful. Thought I already had that one. Okay, wasn't sure if there were any of those lying around. Enervation or energy drain? Not this. Not that. Okay, well I can come back here, right? So I'm just gonna go rest. I have Enervation, which is a 4th level, I think? Yeah. So I'm just gonna go do that. be back with enervation. I'll do that. I'm kind of annoyed that I had to bypass all of the exploration-based stuff. I don't think I got any extra XP for that, did I? Let's see. Can we... Yeah, no. I just got 87, which I think is the typical amount. Well, I probably missed out on some XP, but I don't think that's going to put me behind at all. I'm already a higher level than I should be. I'm not sure how that happened. So, at the start it made sense, right? I didn't follow my normal path, so the rest of the path would be offset a little bit. But by the time I get to the slums now, there is nothing here that I haven't already done in other games by the time I get to the slums. I haven't done any more. I don't know exactly how to do it. So I went to the Scholar's Corner before I normally do and read a bunch of books before I normally do. So I made a bunch of extra XP off of that, right? But that should have bottomed out by the time I got to this point in the story, because now I'm at the same amount that I've done before. I don't know. It's kind of weird, and I feel like it doesn't make a whole lot of sense why we are where we are, but whatever. New wand of paralyzation, and a wand of fear. This thing has 50 charges? No. That takes 3 charges every shot. Cool, well, this has all 10 in it. There we go. I'm sure that'll come in handy raiding the bandits. Alright, well, I'm going to do this now, just so that you're still around next time I rest. But we're going to have to head off to the markets, sell some stuff, and then come back. At least we killed a Master Wraith. And we did kill a horde of Spectres. It just took all of our magic. There was no way I was going to have enough to get through the rest of that. Of course you would. Well now, unfortunately for you guys, I do have all my magic. So I'm going to go ahead. Get him. I considered nuking him, but that'd be unnecessary. I cannot wait for Isaac's Greater Missile Storm. I think it's the same spell, it just has no upper limit. Which I hadn't really thought about before. It's an obscenely powerful spell. You look at something like the Lich at the start of chapter 3 of Swordflight, which I recently bypassed with my Paladin. I beat that thing, and it cast one Isaac's Greater Missile Storm over the course of that battle, and killed us, or almost killed me. It got me down from like 210 to 15 hit points. I had to run and heal because of just how much damage a single cast of that thing does. Okay, I don't need... Yeah, I have Lesser Spell Breach already. Can't use that. Don't need that. Right, the watch. Well, the Traveling Merchant's here, so I might have to go to the watch headquarters anyway. Okay, I need to remember these as well, to drink them at some point. Am I ever going to use these? I don't think I need to keep the fireball. Or the flame arrow. I'll get rid of those. Elemental resistances. Okay, I have those, so I'm not going to keep the endure elements. Flame weapon. I'm gonna. You never know. There might be a. Well, I mean, there are trolls, and I'll probably use it on him once I actually find the troll. To avoid having to waste a spell slot once when I'm pretty limited. Raise Dead's always helpful. Ice Storm. I don't have any wands or anything that can cast it, so having an extra one is handy. So I'll keep that, but I don't think I have a need to keep the others. How expensive is True Sight? You have it here, right? It's Clarodiance. Mind Fog. Do you have it? You only have 5th level spells. I really shouldn't have cast that. I'll have to make sure to take it. If I haven't found a scroll already, I will take it specifically when I level up, to make sure I do get my hands on True Sight as early as possible, because it is an obscenely useful item, particularly in Swordflight, where everything under the sun is invisible. Alright, well, let's get to the temple. Actually, he's right here, but I'm gonna go down here first to see if I can worship at the altar there again. I learned in my Paladin game recently, you do get XP for successive worships at the other altars too, not just tiers. Because I was never certain of that one. I just don't know the timing on it. And neutral good is 100% soon, right? Yeah. I think she's more chaotic good. Yeah, but that's extra XP regardless. I cannot wait to have haste as a permanent effect from one of my items. Because you can whip out spells so fast with it. You don't even need that thing as it, what is it? It's not, is it still spell? I think it's still spell that casts it immediately as a free action. Okay, let me search your house real quick. See if you have any garbage I should go through. Nope. This quest is always weird. I'm not sure what it's about, but I assume it's part of Zakar's plot. Alright. Well, let's go to the watch anyway. I'll turn over the head so I'm not hauling it around. Okay, I think this is going to be a shorter one. I'm not super certain how much time has been spent already, but I'm going to head back and rest at the derelict house. And we'll be done, because I have a headache, and wearing these headphones isn't doing great things for it, but I did want to get at least an episode in. So next episode will probably be taking care of all of the sewers, hopefully. We'll see how successful that is. In my downtime, I'm going to rest a bunch. I'll check my spells and see if I should adjust them, but I think they're all good. And I'll try to drink my way through these as best as possible. So, yeah, we'll do those. That's going to be it for this one, though. So thank you all for watching. I will see you in the next one.